What's up, guys? It's Frankie Finn. For those of you guys who don't know me already, I am the author of the book Beyond the Agency Box. I've also, since 2007, built up 3 different agencies to 100 plus simultaneous clients, and I've helped hundreds of people worldwide to live this whole agency beach laptop kind of lifestyle. I want to talk to you guys today about the single most important number one, that the metric you must be paying the most attention to in your agency. And I'll tell you, it is not what most people think it is. And most people would answer this question dead wrong. And the consensus is generally always wrong. So let's get into it. All right, y'all fine motherfuckers. If there's just one thing you can pay attention, just one number you can laser in on your agency, the most important number in your agency is not your sales. I know everybody will tell you it's your sales. Sales, man, you need sales. You need sales. And if you want to run what I call a churn and burn agency, where every 3 to 4 months you replace all your clients, there's lots of those kind of agencies that have like huge amounts of turnover. In fact, that's the average agency, is every 3 to 4 months are replacing clients. And that is the opposite of being an evil genius like Hank Scorpio. If you want to have freedom, real fucking freedom, I'm talking Mel Gibson kind of freedom in your life, sorry, back-to-back cutscenes. I'm a little jacked up. But if you want to have real freedom, it is so important that you master retention. And I actually just had somebody in our group post about this. They were running a churn and burn agency, which means every 3-4 months they're selling. And when you're selling, you got to prospect, and you got to message people, and you got to outreach, and you got to run ads, and you got to do proposals, and you got to chase people, and you got to have sales calls. And they've started to get good at the retention game. And the retention game, what they found is you start each month with money in the bank and happy clients. And life is a lot fucking easier when that's the case. My oldest client, by the way, has been with me since 2009. And I'll tell you, it has made life a lot easier. And I've made a lot of mistakes over the years. So thankfully, this client has stayed with me all this time. But if you get good at keeping clients, your agency will go farther than somebody who gets good at pure sales. Even if you only get business from referrals and you never master marketing, I will take that kind of agency long term, because I see this all the time in the agency space. And this is one of those things nobody talks about, but I'm the one person. I see people who sign a client, they post in a group a screenshot, got some money, everybody gives them high fives, and they're like, yeah, fuck yeah. And then what ends up happening, 3 to 4 months later, that client leaves pissed off, often demands a refund, and takes their reputation with them. That is not winning. It looks cool, it impresses people in a group, but that's not how you want to run your agency. I'll tell you, the most important payment you get in your agency is month 13. Nobody posts a screenshot of month 13, but that's actually the most important one, because then you know your clients are at least staying a year. In fact, in our mastermind, we're getting people to stay an average of 2 years across the board. If you guys are interested, by the way, in getting your clients, if your clients are paying you 3 months now and you got that sales part and you need the retention part finished, then you need to reach out to me on Facebook, and I will send you some details about our mastermind. We got a 90-day trial right now. I think I got 3 or 4 spots. When they're full, they're full. You will be on a waiting list. Not in any great urgency to fill them, but if you're a good fit for that, you should reach out. Anyway, I digress. So there's a couple of things that will really affect your retention. I'll tell you, one of the first things that affects your retention is how unique your service offering is and how easy it is to replace you. So if you do some shit like SEO where they can get that a million different places, don't be surprised when clients want to replace you. So you need to find a niche within where you can make that unique. I'll tell you another thing that is a big factor in retaining clients is the expectations you set, right? If clients think you're just going to turn on a machine, they're going to make instant gazillion money, then you're gonna have a hard time keeping clients, right? Like I can't tell you the number of times I hired people, or people hired me for SEO in the early days, and I didn't know shit all about setting expectations, and they'd go 5 minutes later, they go, I'd Google myself, I'm not number one. Why am I not a millionaire? It's been 5 minutes. So you don't want that, by the way. You want them to know, hey, listen, this is a 10-month marathon. As long as we keep inching forward every day, we're winning. I'll tell you another thing that really, really affects retention is communication, especially in the beginning when they don't trust you and they don't know you. The more you can let them know what's going on, the better that whole thing's going to be. So there are more factors in that. I don't want to make this like a 20-hour video, but I'm telling you, if you just master the retention game, your sales will get easier. Because think about this, like just straight math. If an agency keeps clients 3 months, which is average, then, and let's say they have $1,000 a month service, that means they will make $3,000 from one client. Okay? If an agency is like somebody in our mastermind and they're keeping people 2 years, and that's an average, there's some people who are keeping them more, some people less, but average 2 years, that is 24 payments of $1,000. That means $24,000. So for the first agency that gets all the high fives for screenshots and sales and activity and things that look important, they actually have to do 8 times as much sales, 8 times as much prospecting, 8 times as many proposals, 8 times as much onboarding, 8 times as much account setup to make the same money as a client who stays 2 years. And the other thing too is, what happens when you want to bring in employees and staff, right? If there's no consistency from month to month in your business, you're going to have a real hard time hiring people, right? Like if you don't know whether it's going to be a $10,000 a month or a $50,000 a month, how do you bring in staff? How do you manage that structure? But if you can forecast and say, okay, we've got $36,000 in sales already, we're going to be adding these 3 clients, a lot easier to bring people in. It's a lot easier to forecast. So I'm telling you, this retention thing is so important. For those of you guys who are looking for a cheat code, may not be mastermind ready, check out the books, Giftology by John Ruhlin and Never Lose a Customer Again by Joey Coleman, because those are real shortcuts to understanding this. And then the other piece I would say is really think about making your offer unique where they can't replace you. Easiest way to not get fired by clients is have some shit that they literally cannot replace you. So that's all I got for you guys in this video. I hope it was a good rant. I hope it was a quality rant. And if you're not already subscribed, make sure to subscribe. And may the force be with you.